You know what makes me really happy? Seeing the Yankees beat up on the Red Sox once again. Seeing the Green Bay Packers get our first win of the season without Jordan Love. These things make me really happy. Also, the Bears losing on national TV. That really makes me happy. You know what doesn't make me happy? People like this. Yeah, so on the evening of September 13th, 2024, my friend placed an Instacart order worth $200. It was not received. Why? Because the woman you just saw in the pic, Brittany, an Instacart shopper, the Instacart shopper assigned with getting the stuff, she stole it. She just flat out stole it. And what made this whole thing messy was the lack of communication on her side. My friend tried her best to communicate with Brittany, but Brittany wasn't saying anything back. That alone is a problem. And then Brittany drove off with my friend's order, and right before she drove off, she had the nerve to say, "Well, if you tip better, you get your order." About that, my friend left the 35% tip. 35%. That's 35 cents out of every dollar. What? That's not good enough for Brittany? My goodness. But yeah. So despite getting the 35% tip, she had the nerve. Brittany had the nerve to say, "Well, if you tip better, you'll get your order." And get this, she even told my friend, "Don't act like an N-word." Yeah. So she's hurling slurs willy-nilly. I bet money she's MAGA. But yeah. And even worse, Instacart. They're enabling her. They're covering for her, and they really insulted my friend by offering an $8.50 refund on a $200 order. Are you serious? But yeah, it's just awful. But let's take another look at Brittany. Now take a look at Brittany. Brittany is a white woman who used the N-word to my friend, who is another white woman. Now, why would Brittany do something like that? Because Brittany has it in her head that she could use slurs like that to other white people because in Brittany's mind, they would think just like her and not be offended. Newsflash. My friend does not think like Brittany. No. Not one bit. And also, Instacart's doing a hell of a job covering for Brittany or making excuses for her. Look at the way they try to explain things to make it seem like in Brittany's defense. My friend was told by Instacart rep, "We'll make sure that she won't be with you in the future." Really, that implies that Brittany is not going to be let go. She'll just be working with other people and probably doing this shit to somebody else. And it comes, and so you got this and the continuous excuses for her. Now I have to ask this question because I think it bears asking. Would Instacart make excuses for Brittany if she had, say, my pigmentation? I don't think they would. I really don't think they would. And there's more to this. Check this out. So, I asked my friend if Instacart had sent her an email response regarding this whole thing, and lo and behold, there it was. There it was. I asked for the screenshots, and she gave them to me. And yeah, as you can see, it is a very generic It's a very generic response. We're so sorry this happened. Your safety is our top concern. Yada 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 yada. Whatever. It's very generic. And here's the kicker. There. And I mentioned this before, but it bears repeating. Here's the kicker. Look at that one sentence. Look at that one sentence. It says, "We have removed the shopper in question from your account, so you won't be paired with them in the future." Again, I mentioned this before, and that statement says nothing about firing them. It says that's basically translated. What it means is we're not going to fire her, even though she's a thief and a pretty much a devout racist. We're just going to make sure you don't have to deal with her, but others are going to have to deal with her. My goodness. It's the equivalent of when some celebrity puts their foot in their mouth, says something ignorant, and then they get canned from something, but they end up somewhere else. You know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous what they're doing. But there's even more than this. Check out this little tidbit that I also got from my friend when I asked for it. Check it out. They're still trying to shortchange her. I mean, look at it. $188.51. It was a $200 order. Where's the rest of it? Where's the other $11.49? They really want to just try. They really want to just try to rob my friend of her hard-earned money. It's ridiculous. So yeah, the whole thing started on September 13th. It continued on the 14th, and it was on that day, the 14th, that my friend called out Instacart on Instagram. And on the 15th, that following day, that Sunday, Instacart gave the following tone-deaf response. First off, here's the IG post followed by Instacart's response. Hi there, please send your DM and this, that, and the other. Are you kidding me? That's all you have to say after the bullshit you put my friend through. Please send your a DM and this, that, and the other. That's the Mickey Mouse cookie cutter response you give after you try to bilk my friend out of her money and everything else. It's ridiculous. So yeah, Instacart really sucks. And what really sucks about them is this. My friend wasn't the only victim of Instacart and Brittany's nonsense. See those beautiful kittens? Adorable, aren't they? Part of that order included some good food for those babies, but because Brittany stole it, they did not get that good food. Brittany's thievery and Instacart enabling her kept those beautiful babies from getting some nice, good food. Seriously, how can Brittany and Instacart sleep at night? Even worse, Instacart has the nerve to send my friend this. After everything they put my friend through, Instacart has the nerve to send that. Get $25 off your next order of $100. To me, this sounds like the equivalent of an NDA. And let's face it, only guilty people send NDAs to people.